Hello, it's the Toaster Party, and back with another game of Sky Striker Budget Versus. This time it's Chaos Max Turbo. Well, it was going to happen eventually. The only problem is that Chaos Max is a bit of a difficult card for this deck to out because being uncounterable and undestroy or not uncounterable, untargetable by card effects and being able to be not destroyed by card effects is kind of a problem. But there is one way that I can think to actually out it that we have access to. That being, we need to find some way to be able to get into the Utopia package to go into Utopia Double and attack over it. So the first thing I'm going to do is try getting the Ray into the graveyard, because that's going to be the first thing that we're going to need to do to be able to go into the 2 level 4s to be able to make the Utopia Double. So I'm going to tag out the Ray and then realize that Widow Anchor doesn't target non-effect monsters. But we were able to stop the Thousand Eyes Restrict from stealing our cards, so we're just going to attempt to destroy their copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon. They're going to pop the copy of Airspace Zero, go into a copy of Rose, go into a copy of Hayate, and then start attacking in a bit more. Send off the copy of the Afterburners, so now they have 3 in graveyard, so I can then activate the Afterburners, destroying the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And now we can set 2 to our back row. Going to add the Hercules base just in case. They're going to discard 2 cards going into the Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, negating that effect right there. Going to take it because no reason not to, just to prevent them from dealing damage to myself. I now have a copy of Ray, and I drew a second Ray. Okay, I'm good. I just go into Utopia Double. Utopia Double then goes into Utopia. Then I go to attack the Blue Eyes Chaos Max. Then I go into Utopia Double, doubling its attack and attacking for 10,000 into 4,000, dealing lethal. Back with game 2, and our hand is okay. It has access to get into Ray, which lets us get into the extra deck. I'm going to get to activate multi-roll, but these effect veilers are going to have to put in a lot of work. Our opponent's hand is luckily not phenomenal. They can go into Melody of Awakening Dragon to Melody of Awakening Dragon, getting them enough cards to be able to make their 2 level 8s, which will let them get into a Blue Eyes White Dragon, attempting to attack over the Ray. I'll then go into Kaina, negating the attack of the Chaos. That's not Chaos, the alternative White Dragon. They're then going to get into a Hope Harbinger and to take away my copy of Multi-Roll. I'm going to get to activate my copy of the Area 0 and chain to their Hope Harbinger negation, get it so I actually get to resolve my card, and then I'll pop my Effect Veiler, getting a copy of Widow Anchor and hoping this will be enough. They draw Polymerization for... You'll see what they're actually going to do with this later. I'm going to negate the effect of the Dragon. Don't think it really mattered too much. I'm going to activate the Widow Anchor, not realizing I do not have enough spells in graveyard for that to work correctly. I'm then going to go into Ray, going to Hayate. Hayate going into sending off the Hercules base. Then I'm going to kind of back the Afterburner, popping their 1 monster, going to Shizuku, getting a search, and then still hoping for the best. They are going to activate the Melody of Awakening Dragon. Then they're going to use the alternative White Dragon, popping my Shizuku, going into Ray now. They're going to Polymerization for Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. Okay, what is this? It seems to have mostly the same effects as Chaos Max, being unable to be targeted, being able to not be destroyed by card effects, but there is one thing that it doesn't actually deal with. That being going into Rose, into Utopia Double, and then opponent scoops it up because they know I can just OTK them from here.